guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020. My backdrop is now nice and clean and white. Yes, we are starting off with a bang. I showed you guys how to do this makeup look. It's one of my go-to smoky eyes. Whenever I don't know what I'm wearing, but I want my makeup to look bomb, this makeup literally goes with any occasion, anything that you're wearing. And I'm also showing you guys my favorite products of 2019 in this video as well. I'm showing you guys how it applies, how I wear it, what I like about it. So if you guys want to see my 2019 favorites along with this makeup tutorial, please keep watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. I can't believe it's 2020! I feel like I'm in the future, literally. I thought we'd have like flying cars by now and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I literally have nothing on my skin at the moment except for a bit of moisturiser. I'm literally fresh face with a little bit of lip balm on. So my favourite primer for 2019 is definitely the Farsáli Liquid Glass. I have literally been loving this product so much. It gives your skin such a nice radiant glow. And I love using this when I am wearing makeup or even when I'm not wearing makeup. It kind of leaves your skin super hydrated and almost a little bit tacky without being super annoying. And it just makes my makeup glide on so much better. If I have any dry skin, it just really hydrates my skin. And I feel like with the liquid glass, even when I layer stuff on top of it, it doesn't roll. And I don't know if you can see, but it just leaves your skin looking super healthy. Also, I have to say honourable mention to the Skintune from Farsáli. This is almost finished as well. When I had super oily skin, I actually really loved this, and sometimes if I have a long day ahead of me, I layer up the liquid glass and the Skintune on top of each other. So this product is a little bit thicker. I mainly put this one in the center of my T-zone wherever I get a little bit oily, and it just helps fill in any pores, any acne scars that I have. It just kind of smooths your skin, which is why it's called Skintune. Facetune, Skintune. What a good name for a product. Okay, so I'm literally just rubbing this on in the T-zone of my face, especially on my forehead. I find it just helps fill in any like fine lines and stuff. Guys, I'm thinking this might be the year that I need to get Botox, guys. I'm gonna turn 28 this year, guys. I can't believe, like me, 28 years old. It's crazy how time just flies. How old are you gonna turn this year? Comment down below. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but in the T-zone it's definitely more mattified, and then on my cheeks it's still got that glowy shine from the liquid glass. And I really like layering these two products together. And you can see there's no rolling, there's no peeling, and now your makeup will go on super smooth, which is what a primer is meant to do, bitch. So for foundation this year, I actually didn't know which one to go for because there was quite a lot of foundation launches. I narrowed it down to 3 different foundations that I really like. So first, I have to say the Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation is amazing. Honestly, it is probably one of the best foundations that I've used. It gives good coverage, it doesn't look too matte or too cakey, it doesn't look too shiny. This is actually the foundation that I use when I travel, which actually saves a lot because when I'm traveling, I'm always getting ready for events super quickly. So I always want products that I know work and look good in photos, and this is the one I take with me, and I use the shade 340 Oak. I also found this product during the late part of 2019, and it's the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I use the shade 7.5 Neutral. This one is really nice if you have more of an oily skin texture. If you want to try this foundation, I 100% recommend to go and try a sample of it first, because the shade that you think you are, you need to check back in 20 minutes because you might turn into a whole nother ethnicity, girl. It oxidizes a lot, and never in a million years would I ever thought that I'm a neutral undertone, but the neutral undertones are more olivey. And you have oily skin, you want a super flawless finish, good coverage. The flawless finish is definitely very flawless. And then if you want something that's not as much coverage, if you want to wear something that's similar to like Face and Body from MAC but a little bit more coverage, a little bit longer wearing, the Mcgrapth Skin Fetish Foundation is definitely a winner. I actually done a full face of testing Mcgrapth, so definitely check out that video. The only thing is the foundation is really expensive, and I don't know why it leaks all the time. If I ever leave the product on its side, I literally open the cap and it's like spilling out foundation. I don't know why. I think I've got a faulty one, but the foundation itself is really amazing. Whenever I want a more natural makeup skin day, I always pick up this one. Even though it is expensive, I always go for this one because it leaves your skin looking so fresh and flawless without it looking too cakey or too heavy. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Synchro foundation from Shiseido. I love this packaging because you can twist it and it locks the head, so it's really good for traveling. I definitely need to get a lighter shade of this foundation because this was more of my summer shade. Okay, so for tools, I have to quickly mention this product because I've been loving it so much recently. It's the Smashbox Blurring Foundation foundation brush. It kind of just looks like a typical buffing brush, but I really like it because it's not too densely packed. Sometimes I find these type of brushes, they're so thick that it makes your foundation look really streaky, whereas the bristles in this has a lot of movement to it, so it really buffs out the foundation into the skin. Okay, so I'm literally just doing in circular motions, and then whenever I want a bit more coverage, I just dab. And then I also use my Juno sponge, which I have a whole video testing out the Juno velvet sponges. Honestly, they have changed my life. I actually hardly ever pick up my beauty blender anymore, and the texture of like a velvet sponge really helps fill in all your pores. So what I do is I do a light layer with the foundation brush so that the skin is just generally covered, and then I go in with my Juno sponge, and I just use the pointy bit of it and I just pat it into my skin, and it just helps fill in all my pores. It makes my skin look so flawless, and it doesn't absorb a lot of my foundation compared to the beauty blender. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like all blended out. It looks super, super nice and flawless, if I must say so myself. It's not too heavy. It feels really, really lightweight. Good coverage without looking cakey, and you guys can still see it gives me like a really nice luminous glow without looking too shiny. Hopefully you can see on camera. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going back to an oldie but a goodie. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. I actually stopped using this product for a bit just because there was just so many more concealers coming out. But this concealer, whenever I go back to it, it just leaves my skin so flawless. And I really like the shade Custard because it's not too light, but it brightens up enough just underneath my eyes. Just put a little bit on my chin as well, and then just a bit down my nose. So the trick with this concealer is you should leave it on your skin to sit for a little bit so that it gives you more coverage. I find if I blend this one straight away, it does give me coverage, but not as much as if I leave it to set for a little bit. So while I leave the concealer to set, I'm going to go with my favourite cream contour of the year, which is from Huda Beauty. It's called the Tantour in the shade Light. Guys, there is nothing similar like this product on the market. It is just so, so good. It leaves your skin looking so sculpted, so tan, so bronze, so contoured. It's literally the perfect shade. If you are picking this product online, I would definitely recommend to go up a shade. Like normally I'm like a shade medium, but the medium in this comes out really dark, so I can use light or fair even. So I'm just picking up a little bit on a synthetic brush. This is a Jaclyn Hill JH04 brush, and it has like an angle to it, so it's really good for contouring. The nice thing about this product is that it dries down to a powder, so you can wear it straight on top of creamy foundation like this, or you can even set your foundation and then go on top with this product, and it doesn't look muddy or cakey or heavy or anything like that. I need to snatch myself good today because your girl has a slick ass ponytail, so the contour is more important than ever today. Had the double chin that I accumulated over Christmas, you know what I'm saying, So guys, what is everyone's New Year's resolutions this year? I have so many things that I want to accomplish this year. I have such a good feeling that this era is gonna be so crazy, and it's just so weird looking back on the whole 2010 to 2019, like a whole decade has passed. It's crazy to look back at your life over the span of 10 years, like so much happens. That's like your whole teen years that just happened, your whole 20s just happened, you know? Like in this next decade, I'm gonna turn 30. I'm probably gonna have kids. It's just so crazy to me how life just goes on, you know what I mean? But this year, guys, I want to buy a house. That is the top of my list, and I just can't wait until the day that I can tick that off. Hopefully, it'll be by the end of this year. If not, at least 2021 for sure. It's crazy. I'm already thinking about 2021. So I'm just applying the bronzer around my forehead, literally just dabbing it on. And it's got a really, really nice shade to it. It's not too orangey, it's not too cool toned. I'm just going to blend out this concealer. It gives you such a nice brightening effect underneath my eyes, especially when you pair it with a velvet sponge. It just really pushes the concealer into the pores. Also this year, guys, I want to make a commitment to YouTube. I want to make you guys fall in love with my vlogs. I know I am known for my beauty videos and my fashion hauls and stuff, and yes, I love that, but I want you guys to really, really love me for me. So I'm gonna force you guys to watch my vlogs, okay? I'm gonna produce so much more vlogs. I don't want it to be like only when I travel, that's when I'm vlogging. I just want to vlog my day-to-day life. I want you guys to get to know me more and get to know my family more. So 2020 is the year of vlogs for me. My skin's looking lovely, if I must say so myself. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to go in with the infamous Laura Mercier translucent powder. Where would I be without this powder? I just love it so much. I feel like I go in between quite a few powders. I love the Huda Beauty one. I also love the Mcgrapth one, but there's nothing that beats this powder. This is the only powder that keeps my skin looking flawless for a long period throughout the day, and it's amazing for setting your foundations, amazing for baking. It just does a bit of everything. Okay, I'm just taking a bit of the powder on the back of the lid, and then I'm just literally pouncing this all over my skin. I'm using the brush from It Cosmetics called Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Brush number 4. Fancy. So all throughout December, when I committed myself to Vlogmas, I was so scared, guys. I was like, my life is so boring. Who's gonna want to see this? And I was just so worried, like, oh my god, my views are gonna drop, no one's gonna want to see this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, the views wasn't the best. It actually showed me that there's still at least 7,000 people out there in the universe that want to see what I get up to, and even that surprises me. And something that surprised me the most is that I actually really enjoyed vlogging, and it just made me change my mindset about it. Before, whenever I was vlogging, I was like, oh, I had to vlog this, get out the camera. But now I'm like, oh my god, I want to vlog this. Oh my god, I can't wait to vlog this. It's just so crazy how changing your mindset, it just changes everything. And I just genuinely feel like if you enjoy doing something, you should do it. People just love finding just genuine people and just seeing people live their daily life and just find something relatable. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be continuing vlogging in 2020. I was about to say 2019, but bitch, we're in 2020 now. Get with the times, bitch. Okay, so now that my skin is set, I normally cut this bit out, but I'm going to keep it rolling on the camera. So I'm going to go in with a contour powder. This is from Hoola Benefit. This has been a product that I have loved for years and years. It's one of those things I always forget to mention because I just use it every single day, but this is a 2019 favourites video, and I can't forget my little Hoola. So this is the product I use to contour my nose every single day. I don't really cream contour my nose, so I feel it looks a little bit too harsh. Whereas the powders, I just find it looks a bit softer. Also, this Riki hand mirror has been so handy. I can literally do my full face of makeup just with these little lights on it. So good, and it goes so bright as well, so really good for travelling. So I always contour my nose first, and then I go into bake. Okay, I'm going to go in with a bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just bake my nose to make my nose look as slim as possible, please. So for those who don't know what baking does, it basically makes your skin look super flawless. If you have oily skin, you need to bake because it just makes your makeup last all day long. It's the technique that drag queens like to use because it just helps fill in all your pores. It makes your makeup really set into the skin. You can also sculpt and define by baking. So if you ever have any makeup problems, you could just dust a little bit of a thick layer of powder just underneath your eyeliner, your eyeshadow, and then just wipe away the residue, and it just helps clean everything up. It's like an eraser. Okay, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did my eyebrows off camera, and I literally use these products all the time, nearly every single day. So I used the Glossier Boy Brow in the shade Black. I love the fact it has a little tiny little spoolie, so you can really brush up your brows, and it gives like a slight tint to them as well, so you don't have to fill in your brows as much. I also love this product from Urban Decay. It's called their Brow Blade, and it's in the shade Dark Drapes. So on one side it has a pencil, and the other side it has a super fine little nib. So it allows me to draw all these hair-like strokes at the front of my eyebrow. And then I also use this product from Benefit. It's the Brow Zings Pro Palette in the shade Medium Deep. And look how disgusting and well used my one is, guys. I love it so much. I actually have been using this wax right here, and it's kind of like a pomade, but you don't have to like unscrew it and it doesn't dry up. Okay, and then for blusher, I've been loving this Laura Mercier shade in the shade Blush Peach. You can't really see on camera, but it has a little bit of a golden sheen to it, and it's just like a nice everyday kind of blusher. It's not too pinky, not too peachy. And then it's time for highlighter, of course, and I love my Artist Couture Illuminati Diamond Glow powder. This powder is so good. I only really wear it in the evenings if I've got a big event because it's a really blinding highlighter. But for every day, I also love my Dior Backstage highlighting powder palette. To be honest, I mainly only use these two shades. These bottom shades I don't use at all, which is so annoying when it comes to these palettes, but this shade is so pretty. It's so soft. It's like a really nice golden undertone. And then whenever I want like an extra pop, I use this whitish shade here. This is just a perfect shade of gold. Makes your skin look really nice and flawless without it looking chunky or cakey, or it brings out any texture on your skin. And then I also take a little bit of the white and then I just dab it on the highest point and it just pops out your cheekbone even more, girl. Okay, so that's my whole base done. Am I glowing for the girls? Okay, so I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow base. Of course, I have to shout out my P. Louise eyeshadow bases. I have literally fell in love with them this year. At first, when I got them, I was like, what is the big hype about them? And then I just started to use them more and more. And then when I stopped using them, that's when I realised, like, shit, these are good, you know? And she just released new shades. So this is in the shade Rumour number 7. It's a little bit deeper, so perfect for whenever you want a smoky eye. To have more of a deeper eyeshadow base. A little bit goes such a long way. Guys, why am I so into TikTok? I am loving it. I definitely want to grow my TikTok this year as well. The algorithm is amazing on it. It literally gives everybody and anyone a really, really good chance to go viral and grow your social media following. So for anyone who really wants to grow their social media presence this year, highly recommend TikTok. You literally do everything on your phone. You don't even need a special camera. You don't even need to edit on anything fancy. You literally just edit all on the app, post and upload. So easy. So for eyeshadow palettes of 2019, would I even be twee if I didn't say the 39L Hit the Lights palette from Morphe? Hello, this is my palette with Morphe. I collaborated with them on this amazing palette and I'm literally so sad that you can't get this palette anymore. I think in January they're going to slowly start phasing it out. So if you can get your hands on the 39L eyeshadow palette from Morphe, get it now, girl. It is such an amazing palette. I literally use it near enough every single day and it's so crazy because I created these shades and they literally go with any makeup look, and I've just been seeing so many other makeup artists use this palette and they always gravitate to my shades, which I just feel so proud. And I just hope one day I get to do like an amazing big eyeshadow palette with an amazing brand like Morphe. Make sure you get it while it's still available. It's limited edition. It's not going to be available, I don't think, even next month. So make sure you use the code THUY, THUY, in store or online to get 10% off. Okay, so I'm going to go into this bad boy right here. I literally use this shade all the time. It's got a massive dip in it. This is literally like the perfect transition shade, and I'm using a big fluffy brush. This is actually a highlighting brush, but I've been using it for eyeshadow recently. It's the Dull Beauty DB4 brush. I buff this all over my crease up to my brow almost, and then into my nose contour. And then I'm going to grab a slightly smaller brush. This is also from Dull Beauty. It's the DB6 brush. And then I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's a little bit deeper. And I'm going to start blending this just a little bit lower. Okay, so let's just blend it out. The same eyeshadow is literally on the bottom, just so that it's smoky all the way around. This literally took like 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go in with my favourite eyeliner of this year. It's from Hourglass, and it's the 1.5mm mechanical gel eyeliner. This is the one I travel with all the time. Of course, I still love my Marc Jacobs highliner. They are always going to be so amazing, but all of mine have dried out now. I don't know why. I always keep forgetting to put the lids back on. It's so annoying. So I love the fact that this pencil is so nice and thin, and it allows me to get right into my lash line super easily, and it doesn't fade or transfer as well. So it's just tight lining my waterline, and then I also go in between my lashes as well. I'm just going to grab a little bit of black eyeshadow, dabbed with a little bit of my dark brown. I'm just going to smoke out my lash line. Instead of doing a full-on wing today, I'm just going to do a little smoky lash line. But if you are looking for a really good eyeliner, I love the Laura Mercier brush felt tip liner. That one's so good, so thin as well, super black. Or if you're looking for something a bit cheaper, the NYX Epic Ink Liner is always amazing. Okay, so the lashes are on. These are from Dull Beauty in the style Candy. I had to say a big shout out to Dull Beauty this year. I've literally fell in love with their eyelashes. They're so affordable. I think they're only like £10, and they're really good quality as well. Of course, I always will have a soft spot for lily lashes. Okay, so just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this gold glitter. Just going to pop a little bit on my inner corners just to give it a bit of brightness, because we are doing a matte eye, so it wouldn't be a tweet tutorial if we didn't have a little bit of pop on the inner corner, you know what I'm saying? Just adds a little bit of sparkle in your life. Okay, so the eyes are done. Super nice and smoky. I know this is meant to be like a fresh 2020 look, and I'm going for like the full glam beat, but yeah, now this ponytail got me feeling some kind of white, you know? Okay, so for lip products this year, I have so many that I wanted to mention. I literally have drawers and drawers full of lip products, but nothing beats my stripped down lip liner by MAC. I also do have to say I love Sweet Tea by Morphe. Morphe. It's so good, but I always lose it. I have no idea where it goes. I have like 3 of them and they all just go missing, but stripped down is always the number 1. It's just so nice and creamy. It has that perfect brown undertone to it. Okay, and then for actual lip products, I have 2 that I really love. One is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Hepburn Honey, and it's so nice. It's literally like the perfect nude lipstick. It's not too light, not too dark. I can literally whack this shade on with any eyeshadow that I'm wearing and it always looks really nice. And when my lips are feeling a bit more dry, I will go for the more lipstick formula. And then for liquid lipsticks, I actually really love this product from Holly Boone. She has her own cosmetic line called H&B Cosmetics and it's called Obsessed. And you go, girl. This formula is so amazing. It is literally the perfect shade of nude. They kind of look quite similar. The formula of this is really nice. It's not too drying. It gives your lips like a really nice even matte finish, really long wearing. It doesn't give you bumhole lips, which is really good. I'm gonna go with Hepburn Honey today because my lips are super dry. Both of these go with stripped down lip liner perfectly. And then on top of that, my favorite gloss is definitely the Fenty gloss bombs. They are always amazing, but I found this recently and it's so nice. And I haven't really got a lip gloss color like this. It's from Artist Couture and it's in the shade called Uncensored. And it's just literally like a really nice nude, and it's not too orangey or too peachy. It actually has a little bit of a cooler undertone to it, but it doesn't look grey on your lips. Sometimes I find my Fenty Gloss Bomb, even though it looks amazing and super glossy on, sometimes it changes the colour and it makes it look really like reddish almost. I don't know. I just prefer something that kind of neutralises my lips. I love the tip of this as well. It's like a super nice pointy tip, so I can really sculpt out my lips. Okay, and last but not least, my 2 favourite setting sprays of the year is definitely these 2. One is from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter setting spray, and also the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. The Morphe one I'll use more for when I want my skin to look not as cakey, if I put on way too much powder. This one I would use to actually make my makeup last longer. I even use both of them, so I'll go in first with the Continuous Setting Mist. This one is so nice and fine. You'll never ever get like splotches on your skin ever. And then the All Nighter setting spray, I always spray it here first just in case there is any splotches. And then that just makes my makeup last all day long. Okay guys, so that's it for my 2019 favourites. This is a solid goodbye to 2019. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my favourites in this kind of style where I'm also applying all the products. You guys to see it swatched, what it looks like on, so you guys see the products in action. Comment down below what products do you love for 2019. I would love to know down below in the comments. I'm always looking for brand new products and they might be my 2020 products. You never know. Let me know if you guys want to see my favourite skincare products of 2019. I would love to film that video for you guys if you're still interested. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a little thumbs up. I'm so excited to see what 2020 has to bring for both of us, and I'm just so grateful to have all of you guys in my life, and I can't wait to see where this year takes us. That's it for this video guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah! Bye 2019. Hello 2020. Happy 2019. It's not 2019, bitch, it's 2020. Where is my brush? Who stole my Smashbox brush? The fuck? No one stole it, I just left it on the table right in front of me. Who's that? Go away, you're a coughing fit over here, you old man. Outside! Be gone, that! Go away! I'm a man of God. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do my camera off camera. These earrings are cute, guys. They're from Lovisa. They're so big, they literally overwhelm my ear. Can't live with that in my... Live with that... What the fuck is that? Guys, I haven't done a slick ponytail in so long, but whenever I have my ponytail out, I feel like... That bitch, you know? I'm that bitch. She that bitch. Yeah. Oh, Ariana Grande in my pajamas. Down below, what you guys don't see, I get dressed from on top, pajamas at the bottom. My boyfriend actually cooked me food today, guys. Grand cooking, what is this? Is this how I'm gonna start 2020? Yes, boyfriend cooking goes, yes. Just joking, he's just reheating yesterday's food.